admirable vision of private judgment and purgatory. While Saint Bridget was watching in prayer, she saw in a spiritual vision a very large palace filled with innumerable people, all in white and shining garments, and each in his seat and throne apart. But there was a judicial throne superior to the others, which was occupied by one like the sun, and the light and radiance that came from it was incomprehensible in longitude, latitude, and depth. There was a virgin near the throne with a precious crown on her head, and all those in the palace served the one who shone like the sun and sat on the throne, giving him 1,000 praises with hymns and songs. After this, he saw a devil man, ugly and abominable, full of filth and inflamed with anger, who began to cry out, saying, "Oh, just judge this soul and hear its works, for it is not far from being in the body, and give me leave to torment the soul and the body in what is right." Then the saint saw an armed soldier by the throne, modest in appearance, wise in words, and sweet in his gestures, who said, "O judge, you see here the good works that this soul has done up to this point." And immediately a voice was heard from the throne, saying, "The vices in this soul are greater than the virtues." It is not justice that vice should have a share with the supreme virtue, nor should it be joined to it. Immediately the devil said, "It is only right for me that this soul should be given to me. For if she has vices, I am full of wickedness, and she will be right with me." "The mercy of God," said the soldier, "accompanies all until death, and until the soul has left the body, the sentence cannot be given. And this soul, about which we are arguing, is still in the body, and has discretion to choose what is good." "Scripture," replied, "who cannot lie, says, 'Thou shalt love God above all things, and thy neighbor as thyself.' And all that he has done has been out of fear, not out of love of God as he ought. And all the sins he has confessed have been with little contrition and sorrow. And since he did not deserve heaven, it is right that I should be given to hell, since his sins are here manifest before divine justice. And he has never had true contrition and sorrow from him." "This unfortunate man," said the soldier, "waited and believed that with the assistance of grace he would have this true contrition." To which the soul replied, "You have brought here all that he has done, all his words and thoughts that can help him to save himself. But all this does not come close to what an act of true contrition and sorrow, born of divine charity with faith and hope, is worth. And consequently, it cannot serve to blot out all their sins. For righteousness is God's, determined in his eternity, that no one should be saved without contrition. And since it is impossible for God to go against this his eternal decree, it follows that I rightly ask that this soul be given to me to be tormented with eternal punishment in hell." The soldier did not answer. Then innumerable demons appeared, like lightning that come from a blazing fire, and with one voice they cried out, saying to him who sat on the throne, who shone like the sun, "We know well that you are one God in three persons, that you are without beginning and have no end, and there is no God but you, that you are true charity, in whom mercy and justice come together. You were in yourself from the beginning. You have nothing small or changeable in you. Everything is in you, fulfilled as befits God. Outside of you, there is nothing, and without you, there is no contentment or joy. Your love made the angels only of no other matter, but of the power of your divinity, and you made them as your mercy dictated. But after we were inwardly inflamed with pride, envy, and avarice, your charity, which loves justice, drove us out of heaven with the fire of our malice, into the incomprehensible and gloomy abyss, which is called hell. Thus did thy charity act, and neither shall it depart from thy righteous judgment, whether it be done according to thy mercy or according to thy justice. And we even dare to say that if that which you love in preference to all things, which is the Virgin who begat you and who never sinned, had sinned mortally and died without divine contrition, you love justice so much that its soul would never have ascended to heaven. Then, O Judge, why do you not declare this soul to be ours, that we may torment it according to its works? Then the sound of a trumpet was heard, at which all were silent, and immediately a voice said, Be silent, and hear all of you, angels, souls, and devils, what the Mother of God is going to speak. And immediately the Virgin Mary herself appeared before the throne of the judge, bringing a great bundle of things as if hidden under the cloak, and said to the demons, You enemies pursue mercy, and without any charity proclaim justice. Although it is true that this soul is lacking in good works, and for them could not go to heaven, see what I have under my garment. And raising it on both sides, a small church was seen on the one, and in it some religious. And on the other side were men and women, friends of God, all of whom cried with one voice, saying, Lord, have mercy on him. Then a great silence reigned, and the Virgin continued, Sacred Scripture says that he who has true faith in the world can move the mountains from one place to another. What then cannot and should not be done by the cries of all those who had faith and served God with fervent love? What must not be attained by the friends of God, whom God begged to pray for him, that he might depart from hell and obtain heaven? And all the more so when for his good works he sought no other reward than heavenly goods? Cannot the tears and prayers of all these blessed ones help this soul and lift it up, so that before its death it may have true contrition with the love of God? I too will join my prayers to the prayers of all the saints in heaven, whom he honored with special veneration. And you, demons, I command from the judge and his power to listen to what you will now see in his righteousness. And they all answered, as with one voice, We see that as in the world tears and contrition appease the wrath of God, so thy petitions incline him to mercy with love. After this, a voice was heard coming from him who sat on the shining throne, and said, By the entreaties of my friends, he will have this contrition before death, and will not go to hell, but to purgatory with those who suffer the greatest torments there. And having purged their sins, they will receive their reward in heaven with those who had faith and hope, but with minimal charity. And when they heard this, the demons fled. If you're eager to learn more about the mysteries of our faith, make sure to check out our next video.